We're going to get started. It's 11 o'clock. So I want to welcome everybody to today's member-only webinar. This is our second one. We're going to keep it up once a month. And I want to share with you our agenda for the day. We have a very special guest speaker, Veronica TRENTADUE. Hello, Veronica.
Hi, Brian.
She's with a rescue group called Animal Hope and Wellness Foundation, and she's going to share some stuff with us. And then the other thing we're going to talk about is getting you all published, all the RErescue members, getting you published with an article. We're going to actually create an article for you. We're going to get you published, and we're going to feature you, each of you, on the RErescue blog. So we'll get into that. And we're going to talk about the ribbon and the badge, the official member ribbon and badge, and how those can be used. And also I'm going to introduce you to a little girl who stole my heart and announce to you that I'm in love. And her name is BeepBeep. So we'll check her out. And then we'll have some updates on the Great American Furball and our co-branded marketing materials. And then we can share and talk, and whatever questions you might have, we can go over all that good stuff. So without further ado, I want to welcome Veronica TRENTADUE. It rhymes. So Veronica, welcome to our RErescue member meeting.
Oh, wait, I mean, thank you, Brian.
Sure. Yeah, so Veronica is involved with, she volunteers with Animal Hope and Wellness Foundation. They are a nonprofit organization here in Los Angeles in the San Fernando Valley. And among many things that they do, one is they get involved in legislation and creating legislation related to animal welfare. So Veronica, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you a few questions and you can share with us. So how did you get started with Animal Hope and Wellness?
So I moved from New York City. I was a corporate lawyer in New York. I moved here to LA. I started volunteering with the organization. I learned a lot about their work. A lot of it is dogs and cats being slaughtered for meat in Asia. I don't know, if we're all familiar with this, but a lot of the work that they're known for is that. And so one of the first things they did was realize that nothing's going to change unless we can change some laws.
Yeah, I think last weekend was the big festival in China, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Yulin, and I think it's still ongoing currently. So given that they had the goal of eventually affecting legislation internationally, federally, and locally, we started to work together to come up with some bills that we've worked on and will continue to work on getting passed.
And Veronica, is there any legislative achievements that you guys have gotten passed in the past that you could share with us?
Well, the first bill, which was a great first bill for the organization to start with, was a federal bill banning the consumption of dog and cat meat in the US, which seems silly to us perhaps, but it sets precedent for the international community. So shortly after, we saw Canada and the UK introducing similar bills, and we hope, and you can't condemn something unless you yourself don't allow it. So I think a lot of the arguments that we were getting from Asia is that, well, it's not like it's banned where you are. And so the idea was just to set a precedent.
I see.
And then last year, together with the Humane Society of the US, we passed the California statewide fur ban. And that banned the sale and manufacture of fur throughout the state of California. It was the first state in the nation to do that. So again, kind of setting precedent, hopefully, for other states. New York introduced a bill after that. I think Chicago introduced a bill, and
so it's a state by state, the fur ban is a state by state thing.
Yes. So we work locally at the very local level. So we did a ban on the sale and manufacture of fur in just the Los Angeles area. And then we did the statewide bill, and then we do the federal bill. And we're working do a bill in Canada for the dog and cat meat prohibition.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
So are there objectives like to start it as a state by state and eventually go to a federal bill, or is it state by state the better approach?
I think it depends. I'm in a perfect world, I would like to target everything at once. A lot of the groups are doing that together as like a community. We had the cosmetics testing bill, ban on testing on animals for cosmetics pass in California 2 years ago. And then there's a bill nationwide that has been making its way through the legislature for years now. But again, now there's a precedent. Now whoever is out there lobbying in DC can say, well, California, the largest economy in the US, has passed this bill and, the sky didn't fall. So maybe we're ready to do this as a country.
Got it. So I do want to just do a little sidebar here, if I may, that although there is a fur ban,
well,
I don't want anyone to be confused with our great American fur ball, that I have cleared it with Veronica, that we are allowed to still have the great American fur ball. So Veronica, I thank you for clearing that up and making sure that we're all going to be okay, because we don't want our members going to jail and for breaking the fur ban.
Right.
Okay, so thank you for that. And Veronica, is there any like hot topics that you're working on right now in terms of legislation?
Yeah, with this current situation with COVID, things have been put a bit on the back burner. I think a lot of the focus in government right now, rightfully so, is on the economy, on COVID here in California for sure. But we'll, I'm sorry, I feel like that is me. We'll continue to work on it, and it'll be reintroduced next year, but we had two bills going through the state legislature. One was called Riley's Law, which would give dogs and cats a voice in court. So in animal cruelty proceedings, the dog and cat would actually get an advocate in court, allowing more fair outcomes in animal cruelty proceedings, because often we don't realize how serious these crimes are because they're lowest on the totem pole, right? DA's offices, police departments are very overwhelmed with a lot of things, especially in a place like California.
So you call that Riley's Law?
Riley's Law, named after a dog that was rescued by the foundation. But the idea is that if somebody is, and this is a true story, if someone is microwaving a cat and has a child, chances are that child is not safe. Chances are that the violence goes beyond just abusing the cat or the dog. Often we're not talking about small cases of neglect that we would assign an animal advocate in court, but these very, violent animal crimes, I think it's important to make sure that we create fairer outcomes. Keep everyone safer.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And Veronica, as our group here of real estate agents who are animal lovers, do you have any thoughts or recommendations on how we can help with legislation, or how we can learn more about what legislation is out there and happening, and what we might be able to do to help, either as individuals or as a group?
Mm-hmm, absolutely. I think that often people don't realize the power they have as constituents. Every single bill that we've passed, constituent involvement has been crucial. And I mean crucial. Without the phone calls and the visits to the Capitol and the testimony that people gave for the fur ban, for example, we would never have been able to pass that bill. Every time I walked into an office to lobby for the bill, every staffer knew exactly what we were talking about. We were like, we're here for AB4, and they're like, oh, we know exactly what that is, because our phones have been overwhelmed with phone calls all day. And yes, we're a bit annoyed, but we know exactly what that bill is, and we'll be recommending a yes vote on it. And so I think it's important, one, the first step is to know who your legislative members are. So you should know locally who your state senator is, who your state assembly member is, and then it's always great to know federally who your representatives are. So when there is an issue that's important to you, you know who to contact.
Great. Well, listen, Veronica, I'll follow up with you after this, after today, and sort of make sure that I get from you a line of communication so that if there is something where support is needed, I can send out a message to our members and we can try to help you.
That would be wonderful. It's as simple as a phone call. They really do matter. It takes 2 seconds of your time. Often it's just a message, you know, my name is so-and-so, I live in Los Angeles, California, and I'm in support of AB 44. And that's it. You hang up the phone, and it matters. And then another thing as an organization, you being, you know, having your own nonprofit, often when we do these bills, we come up with these NASCAR style letters. So we'll have everybody's logo across the top and then the organization name at the bottom. So it's as easy as me, you know, sending you an email and being like, hey, Brian, we're putting through this bill, Riley's Law, you know, would you be in support? This is what you would be supporting with a small description of the bill. You just write back, yes, send me your logo, and then we'd stick it right on there. Very easy way to make
Awesome.
it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Veronica. Let me open it up now. If anyone has any questions, Veronica, you're welcome to ask her.
Mm-hmm.
So, Veronica, I want to thank you very much for your time. I know you're a busy person and that you took the time to come out. And by the way, we'll get into this a little bit later, but I'm going to be visiting the Animal Hope and Wellness Foundation tomorrow. So that'll be my first time there.
Mm-hmm. Let's take pictures. It's lovely. Great. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for your work and commitment, everyone.
Thank you, Veronica. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Talk to you soon.
I do have a question. Is there, on your website, is there a mailing list that you've got, Veronica, that you guys send out information as it happens so we can keep up with what you're doing?
Of course, you can subscribe to our mailing list on our website, and we will keep you up to date. You can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook. There's always posts whenever there's a call to action necessary.
Yeah, so Channy, right there at the bottom of this slide, you can see the animalhopeandwellness.org. That's their website. So I guess you can go and you can sign up to be updated. Is that how it works, Veronica?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And Tanny, if you have any trouble with that, I'll look into it further and I'll get you hooked up.
Great.
Okay, that's perfect.
Okay, thank you, Veronica.
Bye, Brian. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, well, Veronica, you were our very first guest, so thank you so much for that. And now, moving right along, we want to get you guys published. So what we're proposing to do, this is a company that reached out to me, and I filled out like an online questionnaire and I uploaded some photos, and then they put together this story, this press release basically about me and what I'm doing. And I figured this might be a great thing for our members. So we can publish you. If you're interested in doing more, what you'll do is you'll tell us your story, and RErescue will create and write the article about you using the information that you provide. And we'll not only create this article, but we'll put you in our blog. We'll publish you there in the RErescue blog and give you a link to the article so that you can share it, and then also get you a PDF so that you can print this out and you can frame it if you like. But it might be a great way for you to sort of not have to toot your own horn, but have you get recognized for your membership and for the good things you're going to do or have already done. And so that's the idea. And anyone interested should just reach out to me through our website, or does everyone has my email address? You got this invite to the Zoom meeting. So it's hello@rerescue.org. And you can reach out and say, I want to be part of the story. And we'll send you basically a questionnaire. And then you'll respond with the answers to the questions, and you'll send us your photos, and we'll get you published. So does anyone have any questions on this or any feedback? Sound like a terrible idea?
That's good looking stuff. I like it.
You might just have to make, thanks, Bob. You might just have to make a doggy kissing booth and get licked while you get a picture taken of yourself. I don't know.
Yeah.
But-
So did you like, were you really nice to that dog afterwards, or did you have to brush his teeth, or?
Well, you know, we
Social
broke up.
distancing.
We had a relationship for a while, but I moved on to some cats, and I'm going to share with you something else. I've moved on to BeepBeep. She's coming up next. So, you know, love comes and goes. Okay, great. So that's something that we're going to do. We're going to work on and get you guys published so that you can share this as well. The next thing I want to talk to you about are these ribbons and graphics that you guys can use. And, you know, we covered a lot of material in the initial webinar, and probably you guys remember about half of it at most. That would be great. So I want to just make sure you know that these downloads are available. You can go to RErescue.org/downloads, and you'll find these official member ribbon and the logo, and the badge. And, you know, this can go on your social media, on your email signature. And look what Bob did. Bob, I hope it's okay that I share with the group. Bob took the badge and he customized it. Bob, did you use like a PDF, Adobe Acrobat, something?
No, Keller Williams has a graphics tool in KW Command that's pretty powerful, and it's really nice. You can do lots of stuff with it. So I just upload the picture, do what I want, and save it as a PDF. I didn't realize I cut the bottom half off, so I probably gonna go back and do it again.
That's okay. I just wanted to share with you, like, this is great. This is the whole idea that, you know, Bob shared with me that he does this, and I can share that with the group, and we can all learn from each other and support each other and help each other. So thank you, Bob, for that. I really appreciate it.
You can do it with like Canva or several other tools that are out there.
Yeah, in fact, I have, what do I have? Acrobat something or other. I forget what version it is, but I can manipulate a PDF. So, yeah, and again, if anyone is having trouble with that, always feel free to reach out, and we'll try to give you as much support as we can to help guide you and help you with what you're trying to do. The other thing are there's other graphics and downloads that are available as well. This is kind of a new idea. You notice it says proud supporter. One of the ideas is that in addition to having realtors be official members, as you go through this and as you start creating connections and relationships with people, you're going to find that there's people that want to support you and support what you're doing. And so they can use these graphics. You can share these graphics with them and let them post these on their social media as being a proud supporter of this nonprofit organization. So that's looking a little forward to, you know, as you grow and as you cultivate these relationships, and you'll find you're going to develop your own little family, that this is ways that you can help them help you. And again, just these are available on the downloads site of RErescue page, the RErescue.org/downloads. You'll find all kinds of stuff there in addition to these, but I wanted to share those with you. So now it's time. Now it's time to meet BeepBeep. This is a little bird, and she's so precious. This photo is from just yesterday, the one on the left, and the other one's from Father's Day. It's a little bird that was found on the ground, about to be dead, either by coyotes or starvation, kind of barely alive, but my sister-in-law nursed her back to health with some water and some food, and very quickly she became this little darling that just absolutely loves people. And we named her BeepBeep because why not? And this is a little short video of her. She's so loving. It's incredible. I'm going to play this little video for you, show you how loving she is.
She's happy just like that.
She's very happy. I love her. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You cleaning me? Hi. Hi.
She's so affectionate. It's crazy. And I don't know. I'm a cat person, and I'm not sure how this is going to mix. It's probably going to get very ugly very soon, but I'll keep you posted on what happens with BeepBeep. So, and then also, did you guys happen to watch the attached video that was sent in by Bob? Bob, thank you. You're the star of the show today on the elephants. I mean,
That was cute.
oh my gosh, Bob, where did you find that?
Oh, I have people send me all kinds of crap. That was just a. I have another one I was going to send you, but I can't remember where I stashed it. I'll have to find it.
I mean, my goodness, they were so adorable. I appreciate your sharing that, Bob.
It was one of those videos with all the dogs jumping into water.
Yeah. No, but this one about the elephants was just so touching, so beautiful.
Yeah, you don't want to wear a baseball hat around a few of those guys and steal it.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you. Well, that's most of the content here. I want to give you an update on the Great American Fur Ball and our co-branded marketing materials. So with regards to the Great American Fur Ball, I am going out tomorrow. One of our members actually is not only a realtor, but she used to be a mobile pet groomer. And this whole idea kind of came together for the Great American Fur Ball thanks to our members and just chatting with them and coming up with just kind of brainstorming and talking and just trying to have fun. And all of a sudden it turned into this giant project. But what I'm going to do is I'm going out to Animal Hope and Wellness Foundation tomorrow. I'm bringing Christina. She is one of our members, and she is a mobile pet groomer, and she's going to bring out the van of the company she used to work for is letting her use the van. We're going to show those doggies some love, and we're going to give them a haircut and a bath. And so we're going to and then I have a photographer coming out, and we will take photos of those doggies looking their best that we will share with Animal Hope and Wellness Foundation so that they can use those photos in promoting that dog for adoption. And of course, we're going to harvest their fur so we can save that for the Great American Fur Ball. And I'm going to bring out a videographer as well. So it's going to be a big production. And I'm going to make a video of this that I'll share with you at a future meeting. And that way, really, I'm just going to try to kind of figure this out and figure out all the details so that you guys can try to do the same if you're interested, to find a mobile pet groomer near you, find a photographer if you can. If not, you can be the photographer, and kind of do the same thing. So really, I think what's happening with this is, even if we did not have the Great American Fur Ball as a project, that this stands on its own, right? This is showing some love to the shelter dogs. Get them a bath and a haircut. They don't get that. And so this is really special. It'll make them feel good. The shelter will get a great photo that they can use to promote that doggie and find it a forever home. So in and of itself, this is just a complete win-win situation. And we'll have amazing social media content for the groomer that we share with them. You know, you as the RErescue member are going to be taking photos and videos and, you know, just making a fun time of it. And that'll be just amazing stuff that'll benefit the doggie, it'll benefit the rescue, it'll benefit the mobile pet groomer, it'll benefit the photographer if you find one to bring out, and it will benefit you. So it's a win-win-win-win-win. I think I got them all. So that's what we're doing. And then harvest that fur and keep it in a paper bag. And then when the fur ball is created, when the giant spherical cage is created, you can start mailing that fur over to me, and I'll drop it in the ball. So that's what's going on with that. And again, I'll be sharing the video I create with you guys when it's ready. And co-branded marketing materials. So this has been a bear for us. We've been working on it. Kathy, who's a member, one of the founders of RErescue.org, she's been working very hard to get these marketing materials available. We are getting very, very, very close. Probably, she's going to get mad if I say too soon, but it could be as soon as a week or so, probably for sure by mid-July, for sure. And we're working on it as hard as we can. So your patience with this is greatly, greatly appreciated. So that's what I got. And if anyone else has anything they'd like to share or any questions you'd like to ask, now is the time.
I have a question. Brian,
Yes, Tammy.
I've been busy, and I have to admit, I have not had a chance to go on the website and for much at all. But while we're here, I went on the website, and is there a place for us to sign in as members? If there is, I'm not seeing it. But if we want to go, if we want to look at the graphics that you had, how do I go about doing that? Do I have to log in as a member?
Yeah, actually, it's just this secret password is if you go to rerescue.org/downloads, you will be taken right to the place where you can click on download.
Okay, so if
Are
I
you
just
on
go to .org, there isn't, and at the homepage, there's not a place for me to log in there.
Nope, this is secret backdoor. You have to know that it's rerescue.org/downloads. So this is your secret password because these are only available to actual members, such as yourself.
I will go there.
Yeah, if you go directly to the site, rerescue.org, you won't find the page. It's not visible on the page. You have to know about the secret password, which is /downloads.
I'm looking at it.
Great.
Perfect.
Yep, and there's business card art there and some other stuff that you can look at. And I do want to also remind you guys, if you have the time, to follow us on our Facebook page and on our Instagram account, which is RErescue Pet. That's our Instagram account, RErescue Pet. So if you follow us there, that would be kind of awesome. And if you follow us on our Facebook page, that would be awesome too. And also on our YouTube channel. If you go to the RErescue site and you click on the Contact Us button, you'll find a very small little YouTube logo. It's got the Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube logo, and you can click on that YouTube logo, and then you can sign up to follow us on our YouTube channel. So all those things would be greatly appreciated if that's not too much to ask. Yeah. So any other real estate questions too? I mean, certainly we are real estate agents who are animal lovers, and I'm a real estate broker here in LA. And if there's a real estate question you guys have, you're very welcome to bring that up, or a situation you're involved in. I'd be very happy to chime in and give you my 2 cents on my thoughts.
Again? What's the
Say again?
Instagram? Instagram just RErescue?
For the downloads?
No, your Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. It is at RErescue Pet. RErescue Pet. That is the Instagram.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Does anyone? Maybe somebody put something in the chat. Let's see what we got. Kathy was so kind. We have Facebook.com/RErescue Pet. Instagram.com is RErescue Pet. And our Facebook, oh boy. Can everyone see this group chat? Is that on the screen for everybody?
Yeah.
Facebook.com. It's /4/1537413869264. That's easy to remember.
I'm gonna copy it and
I'm going to
paste it.
customize that.
Yeah, so we'll leave that up on the screen here so that you guys can all see it. But that would be great. So thank you all I'm not trying to rush anybody off. If you have a question, please feel free to ask, but I know your time is precious, and we're going to try to keep these calls in general to about a half hour. But again, if you have any questions at all at any time, you can absolutely reach out to me directly at the email hello@rerescue.org. So whatever you might have missed or whatever gets confusing later, be happy to clarify for y'all.
Are you going to have these Zooms at a regular place and time?
Yes, Kathy. So this member meeting, we're planning right now to do it on a monthly basis. So the next one will probably be, I think the 21st of July is a Tuesday. I think we're planning on Tuesdays. Does that seem like a bad day actually? Because actually, when I think about it, we have broker opens. We used to have broker opens. I'm sure they'll come back. But Tuesdays is a big day in California for broker opens. Is that the same for all of you?
It is, but
So
we're not
maybe we'll
having
switch
one.
it. Maybe we'll switch it to a Thursday.
Actually, the Tuesday works great for me because we have our Coldwell Banker meetings on Tuesday mornings, and then we're done by now. So if I can lump a bunch of things into that one time slot, then I personally like it, but I'm open to Thursday as well.
Yeah. So I mean, the challenge we have, Tanny, is that we have so many time zones going on, right? So if we
Oh, yeah.
if we do it at 11 o'clock here, it's 2 o'clock in New York, and it's 1 o'clock in the Midwest. So it's and to do it too early, like if we did it at 8 a.m. California time, that might be too early for some members. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, and that would interfere with my office meeting on Tuesday morning, but this time slot gets my vote.
Okay, well, we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out step by step, and we do record the meeting, and we will share the recording of each member meeting with all our members. So for the people that don't join or miss it for any reason whatsoever, you'll still be able to see the content. And again, if you have any questions, you can contact me directly. So
Where is
you
the
won't.
recording?
I'm sorry, Kathy?
Where will the recording be?
I am going to email it to you.
Oh, very good. I was late. Thank you.
No
when
problem.
do the t-shirts come out?
We have some t-shirts available already. We do. So just to give you a peek behind the curtain, we have this, we're creating this VistaPrint Pro Shop is what it's called. And essentially we have a bunch of products that some of them are already completed. The customization templates are already completed, but some are not completed. And, we kind of have to launch it all in one shot. Otherwise you might try to create a postcard, for example, but that template hasn't been completed, and it might be a little frustrating for people. If you guys are getting desperate, let me know, and we can possibly try to find a way to release certain products to you. The basics are the postcard and the banner for the open house and the business cards. Those are kind of the core, super core group of things. And we can try to release those to you early. So if you really, really need something, again, reach out and we'll see if we can accommodate you. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to go put some stuff on Facebook then, Brian. So thank you very much. This was great.
Awesome, Tanny. Thank you for joining. And thank you, everybody. I hope you all have an awesome day. And let's go save some homeless animals.
Thank you.
So, all right. Thank you all so much.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.